Ben is going to speak to us about another dimension of talent.
Talking about the power of you building optimal performance. Ben, over to you.
Thanks very much.
You have to have the ability to have courageous conversations with people.
Never allowing a conversation to be delayed. So picking up difficult conversations.
Actually, the reality is to have a good relationship with the people above you, you have to up-manage. And communication is so important. And often when we talk about effective ways to talk, you forget about the other side of the coin, listening properly, letting people fully exhume themselves when they're talking.
And once you become and try and get them to be the best version of themselves, they surprise themselves, because if I'm telling them this guy's amazing at what he does and can communicate this well, then it gives them confidence that they're really competent.
I go in to do MOTs in different organisations and governing bodies, and a lot of these organisations get a complete disconnect and don't value the employee as much, and as a result of that, they get lost. Anything that I was going to do going forward, I had to make sure they had an absolute connection to why they were doing it. I explained it, they bought in, then they owned it, gave them empowerment, and it made the whole thing stronger.
Once they had buy-in and they felt empowered, then I could see that they were going to start soaring.
It's the same as an organisation. You want to be a CEO that isn't there that week and actually it doesn't affect your profit margins or the way that your organisations run.
The word you used earlier, alignment, is just so crucial in success. And true alignment in a positive way, where everybody is absolutely together towards the same journey and the same goal.
You've got a group of people that you have worked so well with, that they are aligned, they're together, they're strong, and they make you redundant because you've empowered them. And I'll talk about creating an environment where you get black and white, because in sport, the same in business, grey can kill you. If you blur the edges with anybody, then your black and white no longer is black and white.
I'm an absolute believer that you have to fail, and you have to fail lots and lots of times.
But ultimately, you've got to create that psychologically safe environment.
All those key psychological needs that you will need in your environment as much as I need in mine were in place. Whenever you get your end of quarter figures and your profits at the end of the year, you have to be able to, hand on heart, say, well, I really had something to do with that. If I'm not in this organisation, that figure is not going to be as high. They have to have that connection between consistent behaviours and living your values on a day-to-day basis. Then they have a performance that you can be proud of every single day.
Simplicity, being kind to people, being authentic. Sometimes simple is good. What gets measured gets managed, and it's about measuring the things that are key.
Courageous conversations, go and do it, be clear about what you're trying to do, go back to your values that you've all agreed, and up manage.